Niggas got one choice, nigga. In fact, I ain't got no choice, nigga. It's a machine, bitch. Look, this for the niggas cutting up a bird bag in a brick. Ratchet on hit, that'll put a shit bag on you quick. You fuck niggas, get your dog kicked. Mattresses flip, savages snatch you up, smack you with the back of the fifth. Where's that, nigga? My dog started out 12-12. Now he whipping a split in the mail jar. Helmets, extendo in the Mac, 30 shells in. No leg shots, bitch, I'm aiming for your helmet. With the old one to sell it overnight. Niggas acting like I became a legend overnight. 11 for the nights, 18 for my jeans. Rolly bezel full of ice. Pop the metal while the spike. I dominated the game on the level that it mites. I don't fight, my shot accurate as stepping from the strike. Shots ejected from the pipe. Heard an AR, shot him in his chest and said goodnight. Then I catch another flight. Look, they come around me looking for some handouts. I'ma spit in your fucking palm, you stick your hand out. Go in my off-white pocket and pull pants out. I ain't trying to fit in with these rappers, so I stand out. Tell them pussy niggas the machine's back. Camel Valentino off the Neiman rack. My shooter squeeze the Mac, hit your spleen and back. Then he come stand over you, and it's gonna be a rap. Straight beside of the pot, get the extras. Two shooters riding with the heckler. They just trying to prove that they loyal. I send the goons out looking for you. Drive-bys out the Tesla. Red shot, nigga, put that vest up. They just trying to prove that they loyal. I sent the goons out looking for you. Send the goons out looking for you. I sent the goons out looking for you. Like boom, nigga. I green light, send the goons out looking for you. That's my word. I sent the goons out looking for you. Yeah. Niggas got the drop on your pussy, nigga. Oh, you thought you was low? Fuck you been hiding that, nigga? Ain't no hiding. We on your ass, nigga. They coming, nigga. That's my word, I told you. We ain't letting that shit slide, pussy, nigga. That little bitch you was fucking gave me the drop on you, I'm gonna keep it 100. We gotta be more careful, nigga. Yeah. They on their way, nigga. Straight beside of the pot, get the extras. Two shooters riding with the heckler. They just trying to prove that they loyal. I send the goons out looking for you. Drive-bys out the Tesla. Red shot, nigga, put that vest up. They just trying to prove that they loyal, my nigga. I sent the goons out looking for you. Send the goons out looking for you. Niggas coming, nigga. I sent the goons out looking for you. Quick like boom, nigga. I green light, send the goons out looking for you. Fuck, nigga. That's my word. I sent the goons out looking for you.
Welcome all of y'all to Pushing Narratives with the Narrative God. I am the Narrative God. Let's get to pushing. Week two, wild week in football. If I say so myself, man, a lot of unpredictable results, man. And honestly, word of the week for week 2 has got to be patience. Patience. And I put that shit big letters because, it was a couple, about 3 of them, I think. Let me see. Cardinals come back to win it. Dolphins come back to win it. and the Jets. Patience, man. Football is a game of two halves, man. Just where do we start, man? Let's start with Dolphins and Baltimore. So Baltimore's up, I want to say 30. I'll tell you right now. They was up 40. No, let me get 40. They were up big. They were up 28-7 at the half. 28-7 at the half. Proceeded to get outscored 35-10. 35-10 in the second half. Tua tongue down your lower. Tua tongue down your lower. Because I don't know how to say his last name. Tua tongue down your lower. 36 for 50. 469. 6 touchdowns. 6 of them things, 6 tutties. That's not even the crazy part. You go down to the receiving. Ty Hill, 11 for 190, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, 11 for 171, 2 touchdowns. That is fucking crazy. I mean, I'm going to give Tua his flowers later on in the 5 favorite things, but honestly, man, this L for the Ravens, I put that on the defense. Honestly, put that on the defense. A lot of these comeback wins this week, I put those on the defense. Because honestly speaking, man, Lamar Jackson did all he could. He did all he could, man. But once that defense goes out on the field, it's a different ball game. And Tua took full advantage. With that, man. Let me look at Lamar's stats. 21 for 29. So he had, his completion percentage was pretty high. 318, 3 touchdowns. Oh, there he go. There go my guy.
Yo, what's good, man? Sorry for the lateness.
Man. Hey, we here. We talking about Tua.
Yeah, man. Tua. Fuck.
Nah, I called him Tua tongue down your lower.
Whoa. Pause. Like,
how was that a pause?
Why are you calling him that?
Tua tongue down your lower.
Who's lower?
My lady lower.
Whoa! Don't tell me you're a cuck out here, bro.
I'm a munch.
Nah, that's not what that means.
I'm a munch.
Damn, bro. So you get nothing out of the play?
Oh, nah.
You get nothing?
We exchange.
For real, you sounded like motherfucking you sounded like what's the motherfucking name? What's his name? Matt Ryan right now. Be gonna act like we about to give you all this, nigga, but all you about to be eating is L's. Dead ass though. But speaking of niggas who's catching W, but yeah, Tua, man, he is like I said about with Kyler, bro. I feel like right now with a lot of the short QBs, like we can honestly say it's been here in the game for a while. Doug Flutie got the flack, you know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson got his flack, and then now you see Kyler Murray and Tua getting their flack of just being like the little guy in this big field of defenders and shit. But when they have games like they did, I know we're talking about Tua, but just to show you the heart that they gotta play with that extra chip on their shoulder, you get games like that, especially when you got the weapons around you. So to even add with the word patience is like, yo, even though you see your quarterback as a smaller guy, have that patience because they just might need to just get accustomed with what the field is like. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought Russell Wilson coming off of those, all the things they were saying about him coming out of Wisconsin and shit. Oh, he's smaller than Aaron Rodgers, he's smaller than Alex Smith and all of that nature. But he got a ring.
All I'm saying is Tua, that stigma of him not being able to throw 20 yards, that's got to go out the window.
Hey, I'm the first one to toss it right out the window.
That's got to go out the window. 469. Can we double check how much he had per attempt. 13 yards per attempt is good. I'm just saying. I mean,
you pretty much you averaging a first down every play.
Tyreek had 17 yards per reception.
Jesus. And I wonder if that's after the catch.
Well, what's his yak looking like? What's his yak?
Because for niggas like Tyreek Hill, that's the shit you gotta look at. That nigga be gone.
Yeah, you gotta look at his yak. And then that's the thing that people were saying about Tua, about how like, oh, well, if he throws it to Tyreek Hill, he's gonna get yak either way. So it's not gonna count for Tua. It's gonna count for Hill.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can't knock that man. You can't knock that man no more.
Only thing I'll say is because once again, it is week 2, and week 2 games are more so of the all right, you did the first game, that was cool. We don't really make expectations out of that, but it's the second game people start making expectations. I feel
what
like
did
that's
you think,
go ahead.
What did you think of the second comeback? You just brought up Kyler. Bringing them boys back in overtime.
I mean, first thing I want to say, just before we go to Kyler, I just got to give a eulogy to the Ravens defense, man, because the defense of old that we all grew up with is gone.
You seen Stephen A. Cook him on First Take on Monday?
It's gone. And I mean, just really getting that, because you wouldn't think about it, because you see in the Harbaugh era, it's been more so offense first. I mean, that's just the league we're playing in now.
Has it really been offense first?
About it. That once Harbaugh came in, that I highly feel that defense was was curated around Joe Flacco and Ray Rice.
I don't know. Joe Flacco, that defense gave him that ring.
Which year was that? Was
2012. They won him that ring. I don't know if Joe Flacco is on a different team.
You're right. Because I think that's Ed Reed was still there. Like these was like some of them niggas last
Ray
year.
Lewis.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. You're right. Because that was the last years they were there. But think about what happens as soon as them niggas retired. The offense was surrounded around Joe Flacco, Ray Rice. Then they had what was our boy name? Wideout, not before Jacoby. Yup, Jacoby
Jones.
Then you brought over Anquan Bolden. You not that they definitely like, all right, our years of defense is over. It's time to move over with the rest of the league and get on this offense shit.
They got a stacked defense though. I don't get it. They got niggas on that defense that like they got the rookie Hamilton. They got Patrick Queen. They got they have people that are competent. They have Marlon Humphrey, Chucky Clark, people that are competent and capable of holding that lead.
Yeah,
holding that lead. Like
I mean, as we know, just the things that you could do as a defensive player, you have to play. Let's be honest, you got to play with more skill than fear, than strength. You know,
these new niggas play with fear because they don't want to get that penalty.
No, I say fear for themselves, but I'm talking about the fear installing into another player. Because like I was watching this documentary, it's called The Rise and Fall of Hardest Hits in the NFL, and it just shows you over the decades how the guys who were the niggas, and then you got the reasons why certain rules had to be implemented because niggas was wilding out, grabbing face masks and slapping the shit out of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Neckties, all of the stuff, yo. So to see where like in that 2000s era, going into even to the late 2000s, it was holding on by a thread, and that's because of the Seahawks and the 2012 Ravens team, and I mean I might be forgetting some other teams, but still, like they were still able to do little things that, like, you know how MJ was able to get away with certain things with the refs that other players couldn't get. Now,
that last shot was a push off.
Right. You're not about to tell me that Troy Polamalu's, Ed Reed's, Ray Lewis's, so on and so forth, will be able to get away with a little tougher hits than.
Well, we know Ray Lewis got away with a lot.
You know what I'm saying? So I said to say with the guys of today, you don't have that. You don't got that leverage. You don't got the leverage of defense, great defenses of history and all of that. You got to do. Well, I'm just talking about the new era. You know what I'm saying? Like when we see the last of that era was the fucking Seahawks, and them, you know what I'm saying, going down under?
Nah, Ramsey too. Jalen
Ramsey was kind of like, well, I mean, you could say the Jags a little bit, but that was kind of like the new era defense.
No, Ramsey now in LA.
What about it?
He gets leeway.
I mean, what is he really getting away with? We talking about like pushing
a little more physicality.
Well, yeah, well, I give you that. That's because he's a star player, and you want to see that from your stars. But that's once again, I'm saying the guys who are not stars, the guys who are still new in this shit, that, like you said, a lot of guys you name, they don't got the same leverage or clout that Jalen Ramsey has to be able to perform like such, or to, like you said, install that fear, or install that, you know what I'm saying, that energy a real cornerback is supposed to give. Is because they're trying to change these guys into a whole nother type of player. You know what I'm saying?
What up?
What's good, Fraz?
And, you know, Kyler and the Raiders, man.
Kyler and the Raiders, man. This was another case of just I don't know about Josh McDaniels in that position. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm taking away my biasness because I would love for that man to come back to the Patriots. Love. Especially with Mac Jones is right now, like where he's in a good.
He just might. If he loses enough games, listen, he got a job waiting for him.
A nigga rooting for somebody's downfall so badly.
He's got a job waiting over there in New England. Like
Patricia not doing it, but this just showed me that offensively he has the guys.
He's just not yet.
Realizing. I don't know what it is. Whereas like you got Derek Carr, you got Devontae Adams. What the fuck is the problem?
Well, let's set the table for this game real quick. So Oakland is up 20-0 at the half. 20-0 at the half.
Crazy.
Kyler Murray, furious comeback. Outscores them 16-0 in the fourth quarter.
Arizona comeback.
Yeah.
Like that, it's insane, bro. Like, and you can't say the nigga wasn't watching film.
That's another team too. We always feel like, yo, they got the weapons to do it. Just put that shit together.
But do they though? Do they?
I think over these past couple years, they put a lot of money into their offense.
Hopkins is out for the year. Off he Balco gang, allegedly.
Yeah. It's just tough, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. Even with this is what I was telling my moms when we was watching the Bills game.
His mom dude's gonna pull up.
Oh no, she at sis house right now. I might have to call her. but yeah, it's like when you have a team that starts off with, like you said, you're putting all this money into the shit, whoop-de-whoop. You're trying to build a new foundation, a new culture, and such like that. And I think with every culture has to come an identity. You know, like what is it that we're trying to achieve with this squad? And I think with the Cards, they were like, yo, it's pretty much like at least playoffs or bust, the way they were pushing like all this money into the team, new rookie, top picks, like, you know what I'm saying? And for to see like what happened last year and coming into this year is like, I think the identity is starting to be built like, all right, we can't just rely on Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? The next nigga up has to play like Hopkins, has to play damn near like Hopkins, because you gotta.
It's not hard. It's not hard to push off the line, and you can build the next Hopkins through that offense. But
I'm not saying build the next Hopkins. I'm just saying the next nigga has to come in there like how they believe in Hopkins. You need to believe in yourself like that.
You gotta get that nigga the ball.
True too, but the best example of that is like with Waddle right now. Like he know Tyreek Hill was coming here, but he took advantage of the opportunity that he's going to be given with him getting doubled and such like that.
Right, he got blessed.
Turn up now, you know what I'm saying? Blessed. Right, because if I fuck this opportunity up, all of them fucking receptions going to still keep going to Tyreek, you know. And I'm saying for the next guy coming up, turn up on for the Cards, because when Hopkins does come back, you're still looked at as an option. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. What identity needs to be built up, on the offense and defense, that next man up identity.
I think Arizona is more like a running team anyway. Like Arizona's always been a run-first offense.
Kyler with that 2-point conversion, we got to put that up there like one of the craziest 2-point conversions of like all time, bro. Dude was really playing like it was Madden.
He was threading the needle. Like he literally threaded the needle to get that ball to was it AJ Green to AJ Green?
Yeah. Shout out to AJ Green, man. Shout out to AJ Green. It's good to see him doing well out there.
At
Like getting
40.
all this shit, man. I mean, but it's like, dog, when have we ever really get to see him other than the flip, like really showcase full potential?
When
like,
he was wearing orange.
I'm just saying, dog kept getting, you know what I'm saying? Gone. You gone.
We brought up Joe Flacco earlier. The last comeback, the Jets came back on the Browns. Joe Flacco, 307 yards, 4 touchdowns.
But like I said though earlier, I was saying, like we said, when he was with the Ravens, we always knew people believed him as a quarterback because he got the skills.
Nobody really cares.
W's.
Nobody cares about the Jets.
Nobody cares about the Jets, but they care about Joe Flacco to an extent. Because once again, he's a good quarterback.
Is actually doing good.
You know what the word Jets stands for?
Need a winning team around him.
The word Jets is an acronym.
Don't say that. I know. Just what is it? Damn.
You got the first letter right.
Just in the season. Just end the season.
That's all it is. Just enjoy the trash. That's what it is too. JETS. Just end the season.
Yeah. Right? So what do Mets stand for?
Huh?
What do Mets stand for?
Man, end the season.
Man, end the season.
All right, man. That was word of the week. Now we're gonna move on to our 5 favorite things for week 2. Or you got the list, right?
Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's look into this, man. So 5 favorite things from the week, man. Let's start with let's go from the bottom up, man. And let's start with your Eagles defense. Given the game that they had, like I said, week 1, Justin Jefferson was the talk of the town. Like first game of the Sunday, I believe he put up the amazing numbers.
184.
And then you wrap right around the corner, and he's going against who was on him? What's your boy name again?
Darius Slay. Big play Slay.
It's crazy. His name is Slay. Like he should be having the crazy. Never mind.
I said it on Monday, bro.
He likes the Beyonce album.
I don't think that's his cup of tea. That might be his wife's cup of tea, but not his.
Like came to slay.
Like I said it on Monday, dog. Everywhere Jefferson is gonna turn, there's gonna be an all-pro cornerback covering him. Bradbury, Slay, Gardner Johnson. He's gonna have an all-pro in front of him.
Like
and
who did they play?
Who did
the Vikings play week 1? Was it the fucking
They played the Packers.
Right? Packers. I fucking care.
But they didn't put Alexander. They didn't put Jair Alexander on Jefferson, and Alexander brought that up in the press conference. He was like, "Yo, if I was on him, he wouldn't go off like that." And look what happens when you put a dog on him. 2 picks.
That's what I say with the way of the defense now, especially for a cornerback, you have to play with all your mind, bro. You got to have eyes on the quarterback, eyes on this guy. You have to have quick hands. It ain't all about, you know what I'm saying, just cracking this nigga at the line and making sure you get that speed advantage off of him. Nah, bro, you really got to be on your P's and Q's. We got to give that credit to Slay, man. He turned the fuck up, bro. He really did.
Out of 12 targets to Jefferson, he only caught 6 for 48.
He was on that nigga body, bro.
Kept him out of the end zone.
He was on that nigga body. It was crazy. Just looking at the stats, man. Like this was I love me a rivalry game at that too. And the Eagles.
This ain't no rivalry game. We whooped them on the playoffs.
You know the Eagles and the Vikings always been a rivalry game.
We whooped on them in the playoffs. En route to our championship.
Are we still talking about that old shit?
Mind you, we won that Super Bowl. That Super Bowl was in Minneapolis. So they really hate us. They really hate us.
I'm just trying to see. There
was the stat line.
Jalen Hurts. Like I know we're talking about the defense, but I want to give some credit to Jalen Hurts because just giving him, 3rd-year quarterback, Eagles, like it's a big shoe to fill given with Donovan McNabb's history and all of that shit, playoffs and all of that, Nick Foles, Super Bowl. Like you got a lot to like work up to, and I think he's definitely working with that 20. I think it was 26 for 31, 333 and 55, like 2 touchdowns. Like that's a great stat line, yo. Builds a lot of confidence for you going into week 3. But that Eagles defense was the thing to talk about, man. Like
I think for me,
talk your shit, B. Go ahead. You know I fucking hate the Eagles, but talk
as an Eagle fan, I think for me, Jalen Hurts doesn't have to fill McNabb's shoes anymore. He don't. He got to fill Foles' shoes.
Yeah. You got to bring a ring.
Yeah, because McNabb, for all the years he's been there, he never brought us a ring. He threw up in the
greatest NFC champion of all time.
He's the greatest choker.
Up in the huddles.
Nigga's the greatest NFC champion.
He got to fill Nick Foles' shoes.
True. I mean, it's not really got to fill shoes because that was lucky. I think it was lucky.
No, was it?
Bro, he was.
The Eagles were a great team that year.
Yeah, Nick Foles was mid as shit.
He didn't play like no mid.
He still does. He does to this day.
2 more teams before y'all.
That nigga was lucky as fuck. We're not even gonna get into that though.
What's next on the list?
We have, let's see, Aiden Hutchinson.
3 sacks at the half for the rookie. And the Lions won.
It was crazy, bro. Like, that's the type of energy you want to see coming off your line, man, for real.
What you said, Sue?
It's like somebody going off in my career mode, going ham.
And it sucks though now too, though, because he got injured in practice, so it's kind of like hyped up game, hyped up numbers. Not hyped up, but he put in that fucking work. But to get injured right after, oh god.
I like how he put the eye black. He puts like one right here. He do the Sub-Zero shit where he does up here and up there. I like that because it mattered, and he got that too.
Nah, he definitely makes the Detroit Lions that line. He makes it look very scary, bro. And what's that? 3? I believe he's a rookie, right?
He's a rookie. 3 sacks at the half as a rookie.
Well, let's keep it tall. This is the Commanders, but still,
the 1-0 Commanders.
That's still great. That's still great to do.
We're not doing that. You are a professional football player. You can win any given Sunday. We're not gonna do this whole.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's like saying, yo, I got fucking 10 sacks in a game. Yeah, nigga, you went against the Bengals. Like,
it don't matter.
The Bengals have the worst offensive line. Like,
I can remember several years ago on Sunday Night Football, O.C. Umenyiora, New York Giants own. He sacked McNabb about 7 times in one game.
Yeah, that's a star quarterback, though, my nigga. Like, that's going to make noise. This is the fucking Washington Commanders and their fucking iffy-ass fucking team.
They ain't even have a name last year, dog.
They're the Commanders.
I'm not taking away from the skill because it still takes skill to do that. But I'm always want to see this type of shit. Like, word, that's cool. But now let's see that against a strong offensive line. Can you do that against them?
I'm gonna see who the Lions got next week.
Well, hopefully he's coming. Hopefully he'll be in that next game because the nigga injured. I think he had a thigh injury.
Got the Vikings.
They got the Vikes. Ooh, Jefferson gonna be. Oh no! Wait a minute, Okuda. Okuda been having receivers in hell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They saying Aiden Hutchinson is going to be out with a thigh injury.
He's
out right now with a thigh injury. Out right now.
Yo, week 1, Okuda shut down Devontae Smith. Week 2, he shut down what's homie name McLaurin. He shut him down. Like, we gotta start talking about Jeff Okuda as next up in that realm of Darrelle Revis like corners.
I feel like
it's a good crop of cornerbacks out right now. Go ahead, so my bad.
I feel like Kirk Cousins gonna have a good throwing game.
That's always 50-50.
He needs to. He got to throw that 3 interception game to remind y'all every now and then that he Kirk Cousins.
Man, shit,
Kirk Cousins needs a redemption game.
He got to remind you, hey, it's
0-2? No, 1-1.
They 1-1 because they lost that. They lost their last.
And they beat the Packers.
He don't win on Monday Night Football. I wish people would realize that Kirk Cousins don't win on Monday Night Football. He don't.
He threw like 6. It felt like he threw like 6 yards in like the first half or some shit. Like
Kirk Cousins is ass, and they paid him how they should be paying Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
Lamar Jackson still don't got a bag yet. But
that's how ugly that shit was. Like they all.
Oh, what up?
Stoners
Next Door. Go check that out. First episode on Anchor.
Hey,
check out my man shit.
Yeah, man. I think it's definitely, like I said,
go Chargers, go.
In the realm right now of fucking cornerbacks right now, it's a lot of great defensive backs out there that's putting in some work, bro. And like I said, in a time where it's like cornerbacks were not getting that recognition or able to really like shine, you know, it's all been about all the offensive, you know what I'm saying, play, bringing them tickets and such like that. But just looking at some of the guys and some of the names I'm looking at, you got the Jalen Ramsey who's still holding it down, Xavier and Howard, you know what I'm saying, from the Dolphins. I think what he had 10 interceptions in the 2020 season.
Xavier is a dog.
16, yeah, he's a dog, bro. AJ Terrell, he's been turning up a lot lately. And for a terrible Falcons organization, he's definitely a bright spot for that defense. And yeah, I mean, you can always like trust something coming out of Clemson. I fuck with the guys that come out of Clemson.
Clemson, Florida State, Ohio State, Alabama, LSU. Those 5 schools have breeded stars.
Yes. We already know what time it is with JC Jackson. He turns up a lot, especially coming up that other side.
Shit, he turned up on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, and I think this is his first or second year with the Bills.
JC?
Yeah.
He with the Chargers.
What's the Jackson I'm thinking of for the Bills then?
The dude that got injured.
Yes, thank you.
DeJuan.
I think my mom kept calling him JC also. Pardon me. But nah, JC Jackson definitely gets busy. Darius Slay, we just talked about him. You know what I'm saying? Jair Alexander. It's like these cornerbacks be the only like bright spot for these weak ass defenses, bro. And I'm talking about that for the Green Bay Packers and like the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the Falcons. Like these are not defenses I'm worried about. Now, cornerbacks, yes. You know what I'm saying? Kendall Fuller, like he turns up a lot. Like I know these guys wish they were on another team. Denzel Ward, like Jesus Christ. It's a lot of great players.
What we got next on the list?
Let's see. We have Angry Brady and his tantrums.
Can I get my shit off?
Go ahead, get your shit off.
I need to, because I know this is your people's.
I mean, it's not really shit to get off. Is what quarterback doesn't get angry?
Right. No. What quarterback doesn't get angry, but also what quarterback doesn't get vilified by the media? Brady don't.
Who's about to get vilified for being mad?
My nigga Odell Beckham throws a tantrum on the sideline. And I was saying this to my lady on Monday, on Sunday. Odell Beckham throws a tantrum on the sideline. He's looked at like the scum of the earth. Team can't
look at like, why are you complaining on a losing team, nigga? Fuck are you doing to help?
The Bucs are any better?
The Bucs have a ring.
The Bucs were this close to losing that game. It took these niggas to.
But they have a W though, and once again, Tom Brady is a champion, bro. So it's different, bro. Like you're not about to.
Look at your mans. Fuck, my wife's gonna win. No. That's what he really.
Nobody would do that to Peyton Manning. Nobody would do that to Gawd. Nobody do it to any quarterback that, you know what I'm saying, does that. When you're the leader of the team, you have every right to be mad when shit ain't going right.
Lamar Jackson throws a tantrum. He's not gonna get flack for it.
I'm not going.
But then again, what have you done to really be like cussing your team out?
Nigga, I'm an MVP.
You are an MVP.
I could do that.
Yeah, that's like, okay, nigga. If your game ain't going right, get mad at your quarterback coach, nigga.
I'm not gonna side.
Let's keep it tall. Niggas helped him.
I'm not the biggest Brady fan. I just honestly started liking him. But why can't a quarterback get mad?
Because when it's Brady, Sue, and we've seen this pattern, when it's Tom Brady, they let a lot of shit rock with him.
They did the same thing for Peyton Manning also.
No, they didn't. I've never seen Peyton Manning throw those tantrums. Ever.
Because you
I
definitely,
can say
I've definitely seen
once
him
or
cussing
twice.
niggas out.
I've seen
And
it.
it definitely
Never
was
seen him do that.
okay.
Tom Brady, since he started in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, has thrown tablets,
Bro,
tantrums on
he
the.
did that at the Patriots too, bro. Like, come on, you picking and choosing, bro.
I'm not bad. This is what I'm seeing. This is what you're showing me.
He did the same shit in Pitt and
That's your man's, and I get it. I get it.
It's
I get
not
it.
because it's my man's. It's like you're
I
making
see what
something
time
out
it
of
is.
nothing. Like niggas can't get mad at bad football now. Niggas just got to sit there and take it and smile.
I hate to be chatty patty, but what do you think about what's going on at his house?
Payne Manning got mad a few
That has
times, bro.
nothing to do with me.
Well, what do you think?
All I care about if that nigga is playing on
his
the
lady
field on
put it
Sunday.
public.
She always talking about him in his football play. There's nothing new. The
Say
ball
he
is
ain't
going
around.
to be always in Brady's court. Like if she wasn't saying this shit when like year 3, 4 into their relationship,
Can I
where
pose a
like
question?
they're both like kind of like the breadwinners in the house, and then it started like going up in Brady's side, where it's like, okay, I'll let you rock. You know what I'm saying? Now you're getting older and such. Now you want him to, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, she want her husband to be able to walk and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't take away what got him here. Like this is what drives him. You don't want to take that away. Now you're more than likely dealing with a whole different man at home because he can't express the things inside of his mind and that the way he wants to. You know what I'm saying? Like you take football away from him at that moment, he might have been a depressed ass nigga around the crib.
Let me ask y'all something, right? So let's pretend you're Brady, right? Pretend you're Brady and pretend you are, for lack of a better term, you are the GOAT of football. You are 45 years old and you know you can keep doing this. You know you can keep playing at a high level. Your wife tells you, come home, don't, I mean, the kids miss you, all of that. What do you do in that situation? Because you know you can keep going. You know you don't have noodle arm.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to in his case, he might as well
So
do what he want.
It'd be the drive, you know, like you gotta do something. Like if this all you know, why not? And then like it's all about paving your name in the cement, like your legacy and shit.
But it's already paved.
But why not make it harder for motherfuckers to beat that?
You being petty at this point.
Nah, dog. Think how long the nigga had the fucking Joe Montana comparison.
You got 7 rings.
Nobody ain't say shit when Brett Favre was in the league and he wasn't winning shit.
Oh, don't bring that corrupt ass nigga up, man.
And let's keep it tall. Niggas was saying it because he was retiring, retiring, going to different random teams.
Michael Jordan, nobody ain't say shit when he retired.
And how he looked in the Wizards. Like shit.
Average.
Like shit.
Like a
you got a sympathy all-star vote.
Like a role player. I actually started watching some Wizards game because I was actually interested. He looked at average and very role playerish. And nothing is wrong with that with somebody who came from retirement from X amount of years.
I think Brady
also he's not being coached. He's also not being coached by the greatest coach in the fucking world. Like
another thing,
he doesn't have none of the assets to his team anymore. So he's definitely going to be playing average. Like you're playing with Antoine Jameson when you're coming off of having niggas like Scottie Pippen on your team.
No Antoine Jameson slander, please.
Is he Scottie Pippen?
He's Antoine fucking Jameson,
but he's not Scottie Pippen.
And plus, like when you get somebody who stop doing what they're doing and don't know nothing else, what up? It's like you get these motherfuckers that be at Walmart that's still working there when they like 80 years old.
Like that episode of Atlanta. I was here 10 years ago when he still worked here, and he's still working here.
Like, for real.
Man, I don't trip on players getting mad. Like that's like us like saying, oh well, when KD get mad, everybody says something. When LeBron get mad, nobody say nothing. It's just like, yo, LeBron, like niggas have put in work where niggas be like, all right, it's justified in his case. Like he's been in certain spaces before where it's a standard on how he, you know what I'm saying, you play, you know. And let's keep it tall. Brady comes from a winning standard, you know. And when you're trying to implement that in a with younger players, it might not come across well. Or especially, let's keep it tall, bro. like him transitioning from Todd Bowles from Bruce Arians might not have been the easiest transition.
Cole, that line, the reason he can come back and still be healthy is because they changed the rules to favor him. You can't touch a nigga no more.
They favor the rules for him, bro. Like they haven't.
Bro, the last time Brady got touched, he missed a year. He missed a year.
They literally been changing rules for safer play for years. It's not because of Brady.
But it's because of Brady.
No, it's not, bro. It's literally for all offensive to play at a higher level to make more tickets, bro. It's not just because of Brady.
All right, man. Look, I think that was the last of the list.
Did we do the 201?
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah.
Before we get out of here, you want to do predictions?
Yeah, man.
We got Grand Slam coming up, man. So
yeah, we do. Oh yeah, we forgot one person, and we forgot the Bills and Stephon Diggs. We got to talk about it.
Shoot, get your shit off.
Got to talk about it.
Man, I wish I had the login so I can just insert the
nigga talk.
Joint sensational.
Talk your shit.
All they do is sensational, amazing,
blowing teams out,
amazing, blowing teams out. Pause.
They're blowing backs out, boy.
Super Bowl contenders, playoff contenders, all of them.
I still think the kid up in KC still has a say in that.
You got to see the kid in KC.
We got to see him.
I still
got to see that kid.
Like I still think that's the Bills' Achilles heel. That's their final boss. Like the man. Sue, this is how I know you don't watch football.
The first.
Sue, he's giving them nightmares.
Like
Patrick Mahomes
you cannot be that naive. Like, are you kidding me?
Let me say.
He's literally like we're not about to do like he still is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Josh Allen might make
not doing that.
But
this right now,
Josh don't got that ring yet. He didn't get over that hump, and I think once he does, him and you know what I'm saying, Pat Mahomes, I still think he's a bit under because Pat Mahomes been doing this consistently.
I put him under Joe Burrow easily. I put him over Joe Burrow. Josh Allen?
Oh hell yeah, because
they wanted to crown him last year.
Who you put over fucking Joe Burrow right now?
You could put a few niggas over Joe Burrow.
Exactly.
I mean, that was 1 year. I mean, he had a great year. This is only the start of next year. So
Colin Kaepernick
he did ball the fuck out last year. Like I can't take that away from him.
But now Joe Burrow, he's starting the season like a Pinot bitch on his back.
No, it's the same problems they had last year. A terrible fucking O-line.
He's on his back.
Yeah, so that's not really his fault.
Mahomes is boogeyman. Facts. Mahomes is his boogeyman.
Yeah, Mahomes is still that nigga, bro. Like we're not about to not act like. I mean, Josh Allen is like that's the guy, and but like he's that guy.
Antonio
but we not about to act like Mahomes ain't put in the work to do what he like to be where he's at. And all I'm saying is with the work that they're putting in, and I've been saying this every year, that pass rush has to be, you know what I'm saying, on point, and they are showing that it's on point. So when it's time to see Mahomes, that pressure needs to be on Mahomes.
Regular season, they could beat him because they did it last year. Regular season,
I ain't thinking about that. I ain't even
playoffs.
Thinking about that. Yeah, I'm thinking about playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because given what we're seeing right now, this is about to be a great season for the Bills. You know, it's about what happens in the playoffs. It's all about what happens in the playoffs.
It's good for y'all, man. It's good for the city, man. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful to see, man. Like.
Josh Allen town.
You had a Goodyear blimp view from over the stadium, and all you seen was just a sea of red and blue. Sea of red and blue. That's all you see.
He eats for free at Lenova's?
Probably does. Like I remember like going up the block one day and just seeing like a fucking, I think it was like some Corvette stuck in a big ass pile of water and shit. And niggas was saying that was him stuck in, you know what I'm saying, on William Street and shit. And niggas was just like, yo, somebody help this dude. Like, this is Stephon Diggs at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, dog, him and like he was a fucking animal that game. Between him, Knox, like on the offensive side, they were cleaning the fuck up.
Cook and Singletary too.
Shout out to Diggs.
That long ball that he threw to Stephon Diggs. Oh my God. That was beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful. And then that fucking Milano on the other side.
Milano,
causing
Miller,
havoc. Von Miller causing havoc, bro.
Hyde, and Poyer.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God,
man.
it was scary, bro. Like, imagine if Tre'Davious White was there.
He's coming back.
Oh, he's coming back. I
He's
think
coming back.
Shout out to him.
I think he should probably be back because they saying it was going to be at least 4 games, but given this is an ACL and how the Bills are playing right now, I would let him rest a little more.
Give him till week 8, week 9, mid-season, because they get more games.
Bye week, yeah, because like given like I said, how the defense is playing, it's not a necessity to bring him back right now. Right. That's why I said having that identity, next man up shit, like we just gonna build and you know what I'm saying, continue to build the identity of who we are. You know what I'm saying? Not just because the player's gone. But yeah, let me pull up the games for next week, man. Shout out to the Bills smoking the Titans. You already know what time it is, man. Fuck the Titans.
Fuck the Titans.
Fuck Derrick Henry.
He was definitely non-existent. That's overrated. Overrated.
He's overrated. He benefits from a nice
that nigga's the Jeremy Lin of the NFL.
We doing predictions for
once niggas got the scouting report on him, bro, it was over.
Predictions for starting Thursday.
So we got Browns and the Steelers, a rivalry game ish.
Do we care about this game now? That big grape and it's gone.
I still like the players on the Browns, and I still like some of the players on the Steelers. Still think, and they still have one of the best coaches in the NFL with Mike Tomlin. So I'm always gonna have some like faith in them. But with a lot of their key players out and like gone, it's tough to really see them going far. But I really want to see if the Browns players can start like showing up and showing out. And I think they will. I'm gonna go with the Browns with that W.
I got the Browns running game.
I got the Steelers.
Because remember, TJ Watt and Cam Hayward are out.
Yep.
So the Browns are gonna take full advantage of that. I think they're gonna go for over 200 yards rushing.
You have Chubb running up the gut, and you have, you know what I'm saying, Kareem Hunt on the fucking, you know, little screen passes and shit. Bruh.
Browns by double digits. So you got the Steelers?
I got the Steelers.
Mitch Trubisky looking kind of suspect, man.
Throw Pickett in the game.
And that's what Stephen A was saying. Like, it's mad other motherfuckers on that team. They need to put the focus around, man.
It is.
Mitch Trubisky ain't that. He's not the guy, man. He's not the guy, bro.
You're not that guy, pal. You are not that guy.
You're not the guy. In my Mike Ehrmantraut voice. But next we got Chiefs versus the Colts. I got this being a goddamn slaughterhouse because the Colts are just sad. You tied a game with one of the weakest teams in the NFL, the Texans, and then you get zipped out by another one of the weakest teams by the fucking Jaguars. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, you know what? I think I'm not gonna do it. Chiefs by double digits.
Chiefs about the.
This ain't gonna be my upset.
This is an exhibition game.
Chiefs by Madden numbers.
Chiefs by like
exhibition
half
game. 100. Next we got Texans versus the Bears. I'm gonna go Bears, even though they lost terribly to Aaron Rodgers, which was like predicted, but I didn't want to. It's not what I predicted, but it's like
he's their dad.
Yeah, I thought Justin and them boys were gonna like, you know what I'm saying, turn up or something, but guess not. But with versus the Texans, I think they can pull this out.
I got Chicago as well. Their defense is enough.
Yeah, and they're at home too. Like,
yeah, their defense is enough to put them over the hump.
What about you, Sue?
I got.
Is there any? I don't think there's any.
I forgot what the teams was. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart.
Texans.
Oh, I said Texans.
The Texans. That's disgusting. We got Saints versus the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Saints eating a W.
I got the Saints doing one of these. I got the Saints eating a W. Even though Jameis is injured, he's playing injured, and they won't have Marshawn Lattimore for this game. So that opens up.
They still got Tyson Hill. Is that what his name was?
They got Tyson Hill, the white running back.
Yeah. I think they still keep him. Like, give him some reps in. They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I got the Saints. So who you got?
I got the Saints.
Yeah. And they still got one of the best corners in the game too. Like Lattimore, even though Mike Evans been whooping that nigga ass for this past couple seasons, he's still a good cornerback.
No, yeah, he's Lattimore has had Mike Evans.
Free Mike Evans.
I mean, no free Mike, free Marshawn.
Nah, man, free Mike Evans, bro. He don't if how I feel like how JR hates Triple H is how Mike Evans hate Marcus Lattimore. Because anytime you see that nigga doing anything he don't like, he on that nigga body, bro.
On site.
On site, yo. That shit is hilarious.
On site Evans.
That nigga could have accidentally sneezed on Brady and that nigga is fucking drop kicking him in the face. Like, I swear.
On site Evans for sure.
Next we got the Raiders versus the Titans. Both teams 0-2 going into the season. I'm gonna go with the Raiders, bro. I just think the Titans don't got it this season.
I actually got the Titans.
I got the Raiders.
I got the Titans.
I got a little bit of faith in Derek Carr.
Titans, they're second. Like the Raiders, I don't believe in the Raiders, dog. I don't believe in Josh McDaniels. I don't like Derek Carr. I spoke very highly of him, but he's 0-2.
I mean, so is Ryan Tannehill, and everybody was talking very highly of him a couple years ago.
You got Derrick Henry right there.
Yeah, and
you can do this.
And Carr got Devontae Adams now, so is up to this could be the game where we finally see how they play together.
Well, both of these niggas are 0-2, so something's got to get there.
That's what I'm saying. They both 0-2, so it's like right.
The fact, Paul, the fans watching,
right? Dead ass, my nigga. So then we got Bengals versus the Jets. I'm gonna get the Bengals their first W for this one.
Bengals got this one. Jets are a fraudulent. Jets are a fraudulent team.
Yeah, man. Like I'm not about to let one week of some W's like sway me. I'm sorry.
Just end the season.
So ain't they 1-0-1?
The Jets are 1-1.
Yeah, the team that's won is the Texans have a tied game in the
with the
Colts. Yeah. We also got Bills versus Dolphins. In my opinion, the game of the week. Two high powered offenses.
This is my upset. This is my upset.
I don't know, bro.
I got Miami.
I'm gonna go Bills, but
what I say last pod, I said
Miami.
The Bills is winning. It's a spoiler, not a fact. Well, it'll be a fact.
I think Miami wins.
Are you gonna actually like give some actual like sports coverage, or are you just gonna be biased up here?
I'm just gonna be biased.
Biased game.
Like it's gonna be 31-28.
So looking at injuries, they got some injuries on the Miami side. They got their left tackle is Terran Armstead is out with a toe injury. Xavier Howard has a groin injury. Melvin Ingram is taking veteran rest. Titans,
is that what Brady gets?
No, he actually plays. No, they don't get time for that. Their tight ends, one has a concussion and one has a ankle injury, didn't participate practice. But yes, they got a lot of injuries, man.
Miami will win the one at home, and I think they're gonna split it. Bills will win the one that they play in Buffalo.
Let me see. I'm just checking injury. Guys, because that's gonna be a vital part on both squads. Like who's playing, who's active. So people that did not practice for the Bills: Micah Hyde, Dane Jackson, Dawson Knox, and Jordan Phillips.
If Micah Hyde is not on that field, there is no way they are stopping Tyreek Hill.
Dane Jackson and Micah Hyde are both, you know what I'm saying, did not practice with neck injuries. So hopefully there's just some spasms or something. They can just heal up by the game. Dawson with his foot, that's alarming. And Jordan Phillips with his hamstring, very alarming. Like, because Jordan Phillips was very active last game. Limited participation, Gabe Davis, Poyer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else other than that is fine. Milano, he's good. But other than that, man, let me see. I said the first couple people that did not practice. But other than that, they looking pretty valid. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting game. if Micah Hyde and Jordan Phillips is not in that game, man, I don't know. Might be Dolphins,
They're not
but
going to be able to stop Tyreek Hill. They're not going to be able
that's
to.
what I'm saying. And then you got to worry about Waddle on the other side, like. But vice versa, though, you got to worry about Knox and you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, McKenzie and Stephon Diggs.
I'm more afraid of Waddle and Hill than some fucking Gabriel Davis and Dawson Knox.
So you just forget about Stephon Diggs.
I say that.
He's the only threat.
I mean, technically, only Tariq Hill is. Waddle's only getting what he getting off of the double teams.
But Waddle's he's just as lethal.
Yeah, when he has single coverage.
They had identical numbers last week.
My nigga, he's getting this shits off of fucking Tyreek's double coverage, but that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I still think that their offense is more high powered, a more, you know what I'm saying, complete quarterback. I think they'll be able to pull this one out. But this is definitely game of the week. This is definitely game of the week. We got also Ravens and Patriots. I'm gonna go Ravens with that W, but I'm more, I'm pushing for my Patriots to win. But
Ravens, I'm gonna say Ravens as well.
Yeah, because the Patriots, the offense. I mean, the offensive like official side of things is you got two defensive minded players on the offense side of things. It just does not make sense to me at all.
That Ravens game, I forgot which game. They came back and ended up losing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that
was last week.
Great.
Yeah, and they balled the fuck out. So, and I didn't want to take nothing away from brother Jackson because he definitely turned up. But also we got Jaguars and Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers on that one.
I'll say Chargers too.
Rams and Cardinals. That could be a goodie. I'm gonna go Rams.
I got the Rams. I got the
Rams also.
I don't know if Kyle gonna be able to double up, man. We got also the second most hyped game of the week. I don't think this is gonna be game of the week though. Brady versus Aaron Rodgers, Packers versus Buccaneers.
We know what happens every time.
This should have been the Sunday night game. I don't know how the fucking
Broncos.
Yeah, Cowboys and the Giants are the fucking Monday 8 o'clock game and fucking 49ers and the Broncos. Like,
we know what's gonna happen.
You gotta be shitting me.
Brady has Rodgers' number. Like this is gonna be
still, bro. Marketing wise, come on, bro. How do you not put this as a night game? It's just that's crazy.
No one's trying to watch the Cowboys and the Giants.
Exactly, bro. I'm gonna throw up watching that shit. But I'm gonna go Brady. You know, like you said, we all know Brady got his number. Bro.
I gotta go Buccaneers. Brady has his number.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna go with the Packers because I want to see what fucking Aaron Rodgers do.
Who is he gonna throw it to?
What he's gonna do is what he do all the time. He's gonna lose and look up at the scoreboard and start looking up at the sky with his hands on his hips.
That's what he always do. Receivers.
That's what he always do. And then he's gonna go on fucking one of them barstool radio shows and then start having a good old laugh about everything. Nigga, you losing.
Talk about how he took ayahuasca.
This shit ain't a joke. Shit ain't a fucking joke. But nah, dog. Like I said, trying to make sure anything else. Oh, sorry to get ready. I'm just getting my Dynamite show on the screen.
Grand Slam
but
started.
Falcons and Seahawks.
Falcons get their first
Falcons, man. Seahawks look terrible. Mm-hmm. Geno Smith did not look nothing like he did in that Broncos game.
It was a fluke. Everyone knew that.
And once again, when you have literally, in my opinion, top 3, top 5 wide receivers in the game with DK Metcalf, like, how the fuck are you losing, my nigga?
Like, top 5 receiver tandem.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man. Mariota might be able to pull a W out, man. He ain't no scrub. 49ers and the Broncos. Broncos are still a little iffy in my opinion.
Broncos are at home. I'm gonna pick them.
Jimmy G, I mean, I don't know. I always liked the Jimmy G and Kerry and Kittle combination, bro. I always liked them together. Deebo Samuel is looking like he's getting back to his regular self. I'm gonna go with the 49ers in his W.
It would be an upset.
I think it would. I don't see it for the Broncos really. And then we got Cowboys and Giants.
You know what? No, this is my upset. Giants are going to beat the Cowboys.
That's what I was saying. I don't feel
Giants are going to beat the Cowboys. Giants are going to be 3-0. Fraudulent 3-0.
I got this as an upset, and my upset is the Cowboys beating the Giants, but I want the Giants to win.
Yeah, Giants are going to be the most fraudulent.
They both got great running backs. I'm going to edge it.
Yeah.
The Giants, I mean, the Cowboys still do got one of the best corners, so. And that deep, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I feel that defense is gonna be able to help them win.
Saquon gonna do this right down the middle.
Yeah, not with Micah Parsons right there though.
That's Lawrence Taylor Jr.
You know what I'm saying, baby. But on that note, man, I think man, that's about it.
Yeah, I think he's good.
But man, let's get ready to close it out, man.
Well, man, this was pushing narratives with the narrative God. Shout out to bro Ari, to bro Sue pulling up, man. Catch us next week. Same back time, same back channel.
Yes, sir, man. Can't wait for this next week, man. But all right, man, let's get out of this joint, man. Get ready for AEW Dynamite.